Hey guys, you clicked that link today, you're wondering, does it really storm up there in Woodland Park, or is that just something that happens out on the Front Range? So I'm gonna break all that stuff down for today, and I can't wait to get to it. What's up guys, it's James Dean with James Dean Mountain Real Estate and Keller Williams Client's Choice, right here in the Woodland Park, Colorado area. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Woodland Park, Teller County area, the Pikes Peak region, you know, what it's like, where you go to eat, where you work, where you go to get some drinks, where you go to hang out, where you go to play, this is the channel for you. And make sure you click that subscribe button down below. Hit that little bell to make sure you're notified the next time a new video comes out. And that way I can actually get this information to you. Honestly, we've got so many people that are calling night and day all the time that are relocating here to the area, and I absolutely love that. So please give me a call, 719-304-9772. Shoot me a text, send me an email, send that carrier pigeon on out here, and let me help you with this move that you're contemplating coming out here to the Pikes Peak area and the Woodland Park area, and I'll have your back out here in Woodland Park. Okay guys, today we're going to talk about whether or not it storms here in Woodland Park, and the answer is yes, it does. So those big thunderstorms that you see that come off, and they basically kind of start in Colorado in the mountains, and they hit that Front Range area, and then they push off into Kansas and Oklahoma and out into the Midwest, and they turn into those big, thunderstorms that turn into tornadoes and all kinds of stuff. They start right here in this area. They're not nearly as bad though, which is a good thing. So because this is kind of where they're getting born, as the mountains in, and they push out into the plains. So they typically don't end up as bad. We do get storms here, and they're pretty common to have them. In the summertime, the late springtime, those are pretty common to have in the afternoons. So it's something that we just kind of get used to. But the great thing about being up here in the mountains is we're up there where they kind of start, or right at the very beginning of them. So normally we don't get them nearly as bad. I mean, we'll get lightning strikes out here and lots of loud thunder and wind, but like the bad stuff, like the hail and all that stuff that kind of comes out of it, we don't get really bad hail. We do get small little pea-sized hail. The biggest I've seen since I've been here, I think it was dime size, and it wasn't like ice. It was almost like snow pellets in that sense, but they don't really get bad. They haven't gotten bad enough to damage any of our vehicles, knock on wood. Because that can happen, and it does happen, and it has happened in the past up here, but it's usually a once every maybe 10 to 15 year occurrence up here in this area. Sometimes, in fact, I think it's even a little bit more scarce than that. I've been here for 6 years, haven't had any issues with it yet. But if you get down on the Front Range area, you go down the mountains, you get into those plains where they start off and they start pushing off to the east, and they get massive bits of hail that pop out there all the time. And it's like playing Mario Kart, where you're like dodging storm cells, like, oh crap, there's another one, and you're trying to avoid them, because they can really, really throw off some big hail out there that damages a lot of stuff, and some really, really nasty winds too. We get nasty winds up here also, but one of the good things about being up in the mountains is we got terrain and stuff that can kind of deflect a little bit of it, so it doesn't get as bad sometimes as it will down on the plains, as it pushes down into those virgas that kind of come out there. No, sorry, pilot term, didn't mean to use that. So basically those downdrafts that kind of push down, and they kind of get out there in those areas. So I was a pilot back in a previous lifetime, but doing the whole real estate thing now, so I'm loving that. But yeah, so we also get different little mountain climates and kind of push up. So a lot of times you'll get a thunderstorm that'll kind of pop up here in the area. And because it's a thunderstorm, it's usually not like this big frontal push that comes in where it's like this torrential rain. It's usually just little pockets of areas that'll get like the rain or the hail, or the thunderstorm will kind of push over with the wind and stuff, and then other areas won't even get touched in that aspect. So hope I answered your question about whether or not thunderstorms actually happen up here in Woodland Park, because they do. They're just not as severe and as crazy as they can get down on the Front Range. But my name's James Dean with James Dean Mountain Real Estate, Keller Williams Client's Choice, right out here in the Woodland Park area. And don't forget, give me that call if you got any questions at all, 719-304-9772. Shoot me a text, send me an email, or send that carrier pigeon on out. I'd love to be able to help you out with the relocation out here to the area. And I've got your back here in Woodland Park, Colorado.